Hi everybody, I'm Peter Travers. Welcome to Popcorn, where we tell you what is happening at the movies. And there's a happening now called Focus, in which Will Smith and Margot Robbie play con artists that you can't trust for a minute. And now, I've met Margot Robbie before, and I trusted her then. But after seeing this movie, I think I will not believe a single word that she says. But welcome to the show.
You're sitting a safe distance away, so I can't pickpocket anything.
I think the way you did it in the movie, you could pickpocket me now.
I could. No, I probably couldn't. We shot it a while ago. I've probably lost my knack for it now. Yeah.
Well, will you explain to everybody who it is? Who is this Jess that you're playing in this?
So she's kind of two different people in the film, because you see her in the first half of the film. She's an amateur pickpocket, and Will's character Nikki takes her under his wing and introduces her to the grifting world and his grifting team, and she starts learning it all quite quickly. And by the second half of the movie, there's a bit of a shift, and there's a big con going on, and by the end, you're not really sure who's conning who.
So what was it like working with Will Smith and doing this?
It was really
great. Fun? We all assume all you did was laugh.
Safe to assume that it's fun when you're on set with Will. He's really energetic, really enthusiastic and lovely and kind to everyone, and funny, obviously. Very talented, so it's kind of nice just to be around someone who's been in the industry for so much longer than you have. So yeah, it was a good learning experience, and it was a lot of fun.
And who taught you about pickpocketing?
So he's known as the gentleman thief. He's like a pickpocket extraordinaire. His name's Apollo Robbins. So he came in and helped choreograph all the sequences.
When he taught you, did you go out into the world and try this on people?
He had me trying it on people we worked with, which was highly uncomfortable when I got caught.
Well, at least you're not getting put in jail.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get arrested for it. It's just kind of like people started avoiding me because everyone thought I was going to try and pickpocket them. But no, I didn't try it in the real world. It's quite terrifying.
Well, I saw an interview with Will and you in which he claimed that you were incredibly bossy.
Yeah.
That you...
I know.
That doesn't seem
I am.
like
I can't help it.
Really? Because I was supposed to sit in that chair and you said no.
I was like, move, that's mine.
Is mine. Yeah,
like, you haven't even been on this show.
Is that who you are?
No, I know. On set, I get really bossy. I mean, not normally. Yeah, maybe I am. I'm not sure.
It sounds like you're very sure.
Yeah, well, I just know when it's not right, so I just pipe up and say, I don't think it's right.
I'm trying, having been on sets of Martin Scorsese films,
yeah.
And when you were doing Wolf of Wall Street, I can't imagine you saying, why don't we try it this way, Marty?
Yeah, no, well, I guess I wasn't as bossy on Wolf because I was like the new kid, but I guess I had the license to be a little bossier on Focus.
You were the new kid?
I did once move Leo's face out of my light, though, and he was like, if you ever physically move me again, I was like, you were in my light. And he's like, oh, I was sorry. And I was like, yeah, well, stay out of my light.
If you ever, please don't do that. When I'm talking to you and I hear your Australian accent, still there, any Australian actor or actress I've had on the show who has learned to disguise that voice in person always sounds like who they are.
Yeah.
You keep who you are because it's who you are, right?
Yeah, your family's...
See, yeah, you say that.
Yeah, well, if I started getting an accent, I think I've got a lot of friends and family who would get me back in line.
Oh, so do you come from Bossy?
Yeah, bossy family, bossy friends, yeah.
Parents? Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, there's a bunch of us, 4 of us.
Were you the first to say, I want to be an actor? I want to be in this? And what did they say to you?
Everyone was just kind of like, well, no one... Well, where I grew up, we don't really like... It's not as prevalent as it is in America, where I feel like over here people know of someone or their friend's cousin does this show. You know, everyone has some sort of vague 6 degrees separation to the industry, but back home there isn't. There's no tie to the industry whatsoever, so I didn't ever see it as a feasible career choice. So when it did start happening, it was obviously very confusing for everyone. Everyone's like, what's going on?
Well, did they treat you differently? Did they say, oh, she's...
No.
Because you were on a show, Neighbours, that in Australia was a big deal.
Yeah, it's very big. It's actually bigger in the UK than it is in Australia, interestingly enough.
Well, I had an Australian friend who taught me how to sound Australian.
Oh, yeah?
And his name was Pete Madden. And so I would say, Pete Madden, and he'd say, you have to see this Neighbours thing.
Yeah, you can learn in Australia.
You were like
Neighbours, yeah.
Yeah, but you were it in that.
Yeah. No, I was on it for almost 3 years, so I was like a well-known.
So what do your parents, what do your siblings say to you when you're in a movie that big? With Wolf of Wall Street, they had to deal with nudity.
Yeah, it's funny because they don't know that much about the industry, so there's only so much they can ask, and then we go back to talking about like what's happening at home. Like I was on the phone to my mum yesterday, and she was like, "So what's happening?" And I was telling her about a couple of projects that I'm working on. She like, asked a few questions stuff, and then she was like, "Cool. So the cat is doing this at the moment, and this happened, and this happened," and then we spend the next, 45 minutes talking about
The cat.
the cat.
Yeah.
My nephew just got a cat, and it's a crazy.
The cat
animal,
doesn't do nudity.
No, the cat doesn't. The,
You're
the cat's
the
in
one
everyone's
who's doing
good
it.
books still. Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't ever do that.
Yeah.
You're at ABC today, which was the home of the TV series that you did called Pan Am.
Yes.
That didn't last very long, but those of us...
It lasted like a good, almost a year.
Yeah.
Maybe 8-9 months of
But
filming.
we're in a country where you have to be 10 years.
Yeah, someone made the wonderful analogy the other day describing American TV shows like little baby turtles that need to like make it to the ocean, and there's only like a very small percentage that actually make it, but it's not that shocking because that out of the massive number of them there's only going to be a few that make it. So I don't know, it wasn't that, it was unfortunate that it didn't go ahead for season 2, but there were so many shows that didn't even make it for a season, so I felt lucky that we made it for a season.
And you got to be 1960s.
Yeah, it was
stewardess.
It was amazing.
What glamour.
Yeah, it was great. It was really, really great. It was
So
interesting to learn from the actual women who were stewardesses back then as well. They came in and taught us all the etiquette training, and yeah, it was great.
I just saw you at Sundance where you had a movie, Z for Zachariah,
Yeah.
with Chiwetel Ejiofor and Chris Pine.
Yeah.
And now you're in Suicide Squad?
Yeah, and doing a movie at the moment with the same directors from Focus. We're shooting.
And what is that movie?
So it's currently the untitled Tina Fey project because they haven't,
Oh, right,
they
it was
haven't
called the
landed on the
Taliban
name.
Shuffle
It was called Taliban
once.
Shuffle, and I think everyone got iffy about the word Taliban. In fact, I think all the emails were getting like flagged and screened, so they're like, let's get the word Taliban out of
Out
it.
of there, yeah.
And then it was Funhouse, which it might go back to. And now I don't know. Now it's just the untitled Tina Fey project. So.
Are you impersonating Tina Fey in
Yes,
this
Tina
film
Fey's
too?
not actually
She's
in it
not
at all.
That's why they just call it that.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a chance for you to be funny.
Yes.
You know,
It's
which
great.
is kind of a great thing.
Yeah, that was a big draw to doing the project. I thought that's like our generation's best comedic actress. What better person to try and learn from?
What is it that you would want to play that you haven't had a chance yet in your career?
There's no specific.
Because Suicide Squad, you're like a superhero.
A supervillain.
What's her name?
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
yes.
which is like maybe one of the raddest roles you can possibly do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun that no one else
Badass.
has played her. Yeah, oh, an absolute badass.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to play the badass. They don't have to be a supervillain to be a badass, but
Well, we get that feeling.
Yeah.
Different. We see you. People are seeing you at the Oscars in your Saint Laurent and
Yeah.
the slinky dress and everything cool. And yet, I'm talking to a crazy person, which is great.
Yeah.
And yet you can
crazy
you can
bossy
create.
person.
Yes, you could create.
yeah, it's all a
this
character.
cool blonde elegance
Yeah.
of I wouldn't be bothered
Yeah.
by any of this.
That's the fun too.
I stay alone in my room.
Getting so dressed up like that is just, it's so fun because it's not me at all, but you get on the carpet and it's just like playing a character. It's great.
It's all fabulous play acting fun
it's
for
so
you.
fun. It's
I'm so
fun.
happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
Well, this show always ends in a little bit of song.
I don't know what song. What song do you
It could
want?
be anything that's in your head. What song is in your head recently?
I've just got a Biggie Smalls rap in my head.
It's so perfect.
Am I allowed? What if
Of
there's
course
swearing
you're.
and
Oh,
stuff
here
in it?
you're allowed to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got the one specific bit in my head.
That's the one.
I could do the whole rap. It'll take a long time.
It doesn't matter to us.
Yeah?
Just do it.
I'll go from
Let's
the
see
here
how
we go.
far
So-
you get.
Here we go, but I'm not dumb and no. I got the funk flow to make the jaw drop slow. So recognize size in these coconut jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I'll walk around and hit you with the Hennessy. Mess around and go blind, don't get to see. The next batter, here to shatter your blatter. It doesn't matter, skinny or fat boy, light skin or black baby. I drop these. Barika mommy screaming, I poppy. I love it when they call me Big Papa. I only smoke blunts if they roll proper. Look, I gotcha. Caught up with the drunk flow. Like what? It's got swearing in it, so I'll stop.
It's okay, you can stop it. My God,
I don't know what I get in trouble for over here. Yeah, move over Biggie Smalls. The Australian is here.
The bossy Australian, is here to do a rap movie. I actually
used to live in Brooklyn on the same street where Biggie Smalls did like this rap battle. It's on YouTube, and it was like the exact corner where I used to live. It was really cool.
I don't know what to say. I'm beyond whatever word joy is. I'm the word beyond that.
I'll think of a song next time we do this. I'll have like a nice song.
No, I don't
have swearing in.
No, that will always
be in it.
I will want you to swear.
Okay, okay.
There should be swearing and in every song that you do for the rest of your career.
Maybe I'll just do raps and only raps.
I think if people that see this, it will open up a whole new thing for you. We haven't really seen the rap Margot Robbie.
No, that's
Rap
safe
and
to
Robbie.
say. Rap and Robbie. I'll work on my stage
I just
name.
love that. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Peter.
you for this.